Okay, and welcome to the Comfort Cartoons Archive. Today, we're going to be checking out the SpongeBob Chibi Snapz. These are released in 2020, 2021, and today we'll be adding eight new items on to our SpongeBob collection counter. One of my favorite things about covering sets is we get multiple items onto our counter all at one time. And the reason why we're able to do these is they're not all released in one packaging. You can get them all separately through mystery capsules that you'll see here on screen. I opened up several of them in a video over on my main cartoon collecting channel, Comfort Cartoons. Many of you guys may have seen that video. It was so much fun going through all of them, and we eventually acquired the entire set. We'll be adding 8 on the SpongeBob counter, 8 on the Nick counter, and also 1, a very special counter that we'll get to in a second here. But let's go ahead and start by checking out each figure one at a time here, as we love to do, going into the little details of each character. Let's go ahead and start off with SpongeBob himself. So you can see the main thing about these Chibi Snapz is this little suction cup. Although this table isn't super smooth, so it's not quite gonna work, but these suction cups will stick on a smooth surface. I don't really know why you would need something to do that. I mean, we get bag clips, we get squishies, we get all types of random stuff. So why not a suction cup, I guess? And it's cool because you can kind of display them vertically, upside down, depending on if you have the platform for it. So though, right here you have kind of the chase of the set, if anything, and that is the Krusty Krab SpongeBob. Of course, he looks super cute there, and he's got his second best friend, the spatula. On the back there, you just get another profile of SpongeBob, and the suction cup just kind of comes out of who knows where. It just kind of sticks in there somewhere. But you can see on this light here I have, it's just for filming here, like SpongeBob's some kind of demonic story, but you can see it's a pretty strong suction cup. It's able to pick up this entire light here, and also my cell phone, so definitely not something you want to play around with. I wouldn't put this on your forehead. Almost pulled the dang phone screen out, but we have Sponge there. Next up, we have the common SpongeBob. We don't have to spend too much on him because he pretty much only subtracts from our Krusty Krab SpongeBob exactly the same, just minus the hat and the spatula. Next, we've got Gary the Snail. Super good profile of him. The sculpt is great on it as well. No complaints on him, and I think his suction cup kind of makes the most sense considering that he does tend to kind of stick on at different locations as well, even within the show. So suction cup for him makes the most sense. Him and maybe Squidward. And you know what? Patrick and Starfish are known for sticking on stuff too. We have Patrick here, and he looks so dang cute. You can see he's got a singular tooth, and he's got pretty big pupils, as with most modern Patricks. He's kind of jumping for joy there, as you can see with his arms. The back of his sculpt looks pretty good too. They didn't seem to go with a white for the bottom suction cup with most of the figures, whereas SpongeBob, for example, is the only one that has a yellow. Next, you'll see we got Sandy Cheeks here. Very rare circumstances will you ever see her with this particular outfit being her underwater suit without the helmet, but I know the helmet is a lot more problematic to sculpt. I always give brands and also the design teams a little bit of extra points when they actually add Sandy's dome, but this is not one of those cases. You can see it does have her tail though, so I love that. I've always loved the red, white, and blue pattern on Sandy's outfit, similar to SpongeBob's socks, and you got the acorn right there too, and we're always happy to see any Sandy merchandise. Okay, next up we have Plankton here, who doesn't seem to realize that whatever plan he's rubbing his hands for together, it's going to be foiled indefinitely. Like, there's not even a chance. You've gone through plan A through Y and still nothing, but yet you still rub your hands like you have a chance. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I kind of hope he just gets a little chance and he can maybe get it one day, only if it gets taken from him. And the further back we get, the smaller you start to see how small Plankton is. This whole set is extremely tiny. If I compare it to a phone here, you guys can see, it is a small set. We've just zoomed it in quite a lot. Okay, and then next up we got Mr. Krabs, and he looked very happy that you've likely spent $40 to $50 trying to collect the entire set. And you are right, Mr. Krabs. I definitely did go through that, and you know what? You were worth it. I will say you were worth it. I actually have these displayed on the arcade cabinet here in the cavern, and they're good because no matter how much you're playing the arcade, the suction cups kind of keep them there. He's got his classic Krusty Krab outfit, but I don't even know this is Krusty Krab outfit. It's just kind of his clothes. I just kind of associate them with the Krusty Krabs where we often see him, but this is kind of his outfit. And then you have the backside of Mr. Krabs there, and his eyelids that essentially attach to nothing. But you know, it's okay though, because you know, he's rich, you know, and presumably a little rich at least. He had $1 million, so he's at least barely a millionaire, which counts. And then we've got the main man himself, Squidward. And let's go ahead and bring up our Squidward doing the thing counter. This, if you guys don't know, on the archive here, we will create the same additional meme as we add to it. This is a commonly used Squidward pose that was in the original 1999 SpongeBob style guide and has never left that style guide since its entry. So we try to add up every single time we see Squidward doing this particular pose. And of course, we've got another one to add onto the list with the Chibi Snap variation here as well. Checking out the back of him, what you'd expect to see back there with Squidward. But his, like I said, makes a lot of sense being a suction cup as well. Okay, and that kind of summarizes this Chibi Snapz set. Let me know down below which was your favorite of this entire set. Personally, my favorite is the Squidward one. I usually will pick SpongeBob most of the time, but I've become very fond of Squidward doing the thing, so I'm gonna go with Squiddy on this one. I would have loved to see a series 2. I don't know if we're gonna get a series 2, and if they do, I'd like to see a lot more variation on the characters that we get and some kind of better chase, something really unexpected rather than just SpongeBob with his fry cook uniform. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on the Comfort Cartoons Archive, adding 8 new numbers to the SpongeBob counter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you guys did. Go check me out on Patreon if you guys haven't already to help support the show even further. You get an extended version of all the videos I do on my main Nickelodeon collecting channel, Comfort Cartoons. You get to see where we pick up all these items and all the fun that we get into along the way with my friends, family, and even more. So go check it out. If you haven't checked out that channel already, it's Comfort Cartoons. And as always, just thank you so much for watching this video. And I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Bloop.